Hallo mensen, welkom terug bij een nieuwe video hier op mijn kanaal Mattersnova. Vandaag spelen we een spel en dat heet Getting Over It. Oké, dat was je moet zo voortbewegen. Het is een rage game en ik ga proberen niet te ragen, maar ik denk niet dat dat gaat lukken. Oké, ik ga mijn muis even minder gevoelig zetten, zo. Ja. Nee. Oké, de eerste boom lukt al niet. Hoe goed ben ik in het spel? Ik ben nog niet aan het ragen. Helemaal niet. Wat gebeurt hier allemaal? Nee.
There's no feeling more intense than starting over. If you deleted your homework the day before it was due, as I have, or if you left your wallet at home and you have to go back after spending an hour in the commute. If you won some money at the casino and then put all your winnings on red but it came up black.
Ja,
If you got your best shirt dry cleaned before a wedding and then immediately dropped food on it. If you won an argument with a friend and later discovered that
ik ben al over de eerste boom.
Starting over is harder than starting up. If you're not ready for that, like if you've already had a bad day, then what you're about to go through might be too much. Feel free to go away and come back. I'll be here.
Het spel is dus een beetje...
I'll understand if you have to take a break at any point.
Dit heeft gemaakt is een beetje mentaal gehandicapt in zijn hoofd.
I'll save your progress, always. Even your mistakes.
Nee! Ik ben niet aan het ragen, Oké, het spel is een beetje moeilijker als dat het eruit ziet.
This game is a homage to a free game that came out in 2002, titled Sexy Hiking. The author of that game was Jazzo, a mysterious Czech designer who was known at the time as the father of B games. And B games are rough assemblages of found objects. Designers slap them together very quickly and freely, and they're often too rough and unfriendly to gain much of a following. They're built more for the joy of building them than as polished products.
Nee! Oké. Nee! Oh man, dit is... Oh yeah, boy. Nee!
In a certain way, Sexy Hiking is the perfect embodiment of a B game. It's built almost entirely out of found and recycled parts, and it's one of the most unusual and unfriendly games of its time. In it, your task is simply to drag yourself up a mountain with a hammer. And that act of climbing, in the digital world or in real life, has certain essential properties that give the game its flavor. No amount of forward progress is guaranteed. Some cliffs are too sheer or too slippery. And the player is constantly...
Yeah, boy! Oké, we zijn er! Allee, we zijn op... nee. Ik ben niet aan het ragen. Ik ben nog helemaal blij.
Dead tree that blocks the way to the entire rest of the game. It might take you an hour to get over that tree. And a lot of people never got past it. Prod and you poke at it, exploring the limits of your reach. Nee! Up and over. There's a sense of truth in that lack of control. Most obstacles in video game worlds are fake.
Ik ben nog steeds niet aan het ragen.
Once you have the correct method, the correct equipment, or just by spending enough time. In that sense, every pixelated obstacle in Sexy Hiking is real.
Zo, op. Ik denk dat ik het nog best oké doe. Oké, laat maar zitten. Allee, ik bedoel, niemand is goed in deze game.
$10 shoe fits my feet. A $10 shoe fits my feet.
Ja! Ja mensen, ik ben er! Ik ben er! Yeah boy!
The obstacles in sexy hiking are unyielding.
Nee.
But I'm not sure Jazuo intended to make a frustrating game. The frustration is just essential to the act of climbing, and it's authentic to the process of building a game about climbing. A funny thing happened to me as I was building this mountain. I'd have an idea for a new obstacle, and I'd build it, test it, and it would usually turn out to be unreasonably hard. But I couldn't bring myself to make it easier. It already felt like my inability to get past a new obstacle was my fault as a player rather than as a builder. Imaginary mountains build themselves from our efforts to climb them. And it's our repeated attempts to reach the summit that turns those mountains into...
Hoe moeten we deze doen dan?
When you're building a video game world, you're building with ideas. And that can be like working with quickset cement. You mold your ideas into a certain shape that can be played with. And in the process of playing with them, they begin to harden and set until they're immutable, like rock. And at that point, you can't change the world. Not without breaking it into pieces and starting fresh with new ideas.
Nee, oké. We gaan deze hier halen. Ik denk dat ik op die lampen moet gaan. Met mijn stok. Want anders heb ik geen idee hoe ik dit anders moet halen. Maar bij zo'n games vraag ik me altijd af. Hoe zou het einde eruit zien? Ik ben weer hier. Ik ben blij vandaag. En dit spel gaat er niks aan veranderen. Wat gebeurde daar? Ineens dit is spastische beweging. Ja! Nee!
When you try your best but you don't succeed. When you get what you want but not what you need.
The pain I feel now is the happiness I had before. That's the deal. C.S. Lewis.
Whoop. Oh, yeah, boy. Ja. Nee. Oh ja. Rustig. Nee, gebeurt er twee. Oké, hier zijn we dan weer. Hier zijn we dan weer, mensen. Voor de derde keer. Ja. I don't gonna fuck shit up. Ja. Nee! Nu begin ik te vissen. Wow. mensen, ik ben er eindelijk weer. Het heeft een eeuwigheid geduurd. Letterlijk een stuk of 20 minuten.
For years
En we
now,
zijn
people have been
boven,
predicting that
eindelijk.
games would
En
soon
daarmee
be
wil ik deze
fabricated
aflevering
by
afsluiten.
bought in a store and assembled into. They look bad or that they're badly made, although a lot of them are. I mean, they're trash in the way that food becomes trash as soon as you put it in the sink. Things are made to be consumed and used in a certain context, and once the moment is gone, they transform into garbage. In the context of technology, those moments pass by in seconds. Over time, we've poured more and more refuse into this vast digital landfill that we call the internet. It now vastly outnumbers and outweighs the things that are fresh and untainted and unused. When everything around us is cultural trash, trash becomes the new medium, the lingua franca of the digital age. And you can build culture out of trash, but only trash culture. Be games, be movies, be music, be philosophy. Maybe this is what digital culture is. A monstrous mountain of trash, the ash heap of creativity's fountain. A landfill with everything we ever thought of in it. Grand, infinite, and unsorted.
Ja, mensen, oké, we zijn hier nu. Ik wil graag deze aflevering afsluiten. Vond je dit een leuke video? Doe dan vast een blauw duimpje omhoog. En vergeet niet te abonneren op deze kanaal. Dat zou heel fijn zijn. En dan heb ik eigenlijk niks meer te zeggen. En dan zeg ik later.